that we cannot have a solution to a dispute if there is no engagement. Indeed, perhaps, as part of the engagement process, government will, as it were, withdraw the policy. And I remember very well that I was a young man by then in the university when Kube Preku demonstrations were ongoing on the streets of Accra. Government immediately withdrew that policy and subsequently engaged the stakeholders, did some public education, and the end result was that, notwithstanding that it was painful, VAT was subsequently introduced. I expected government to have learned from this scenario that has happened in the past. Unfortunately, it appears to me that government did not, as it were, take into account the possible backlash that this policy is now bringing. One of the panelists said that, look, the thing about VAT is value-added tax. I am not an expert in VAT, but I have a basic understanding of VAT. And I agree with the panelists that, you see, when you consume electricity, what value have you added to it? Or is it the case that the producers of power have added some value to it, which requires that the people of Ghana should pay for? Clearly not. So I think I agree, and I concede that government needs money to develop this country, but I think that the manner in which government is going about it is completely not the way to go. You cannot think that the only way to raise revenue for the development of this country is to continue taxing Ghanaians. And especially this particular one, that will hurt even low salary earners. If you are talking about people who consume electricity of about 30 kilowatts a month, you are talking of almost everybody. Because very few, perhaps less than 1% of Ghanaians who consume electricity use only two light bulbs, and then almost everybody will have a television, or at least 3 bulbs or more. So it is a policy intended to tax everybody. So this argument that it is only supposed to tax high-level consumers is simply not correct. And it is clear that this is a policy that is not going to wash. And I think that government must take a cue from the reaction that is taking place. I am in total support, I must say, with the action being taken by organized labor, because the tax as is intended to be passed now clearly is not in the interest of the people of Ghana, who are now currently apparently suffering the highest level of economic hardship that ever witnessed in this country. You see.